Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. And in this video I will be continuing the new series I created, and it's how to make a story game. And I will not be continuing with the advanced obby because it's easy to make and there is already template, and story games are getting a little bit more popular. So yeah, I will show you how to make a story game. So in the previous video I made part 1, and it was about planning, and it was a presentation, and I hope you liked it because it was my first time making a YouTube video, and the whole video is just a presentation. So let's get started. So I've already created a lobby, yeah, or map. So inside a workspace, I have a oops, I forgot to put these caves inside of the lobby folder. So it's good to keep your things organized so you can find them easier and do changes easier. So inside of lobby we have some borders, and these are just free models. Everything is basically free models because I'm just going to show you how to make a story game, but you can customize it however you want. So these are just the borders, and one more thing, when you're done making your lobby, just add spawns here. So I added 5 spawns, and if you want you can make them invisible, but I want mine invisible. And here we have 2 caves just to make the thing more sense. And yeah, we have 2 trucks, and basically that's it. So before we get started, make sure you publish this place. So go inside of file and publish to Roblox as, but I have already published it, so I don't need to do it. So when you're done publishing it, go into asset manager, double click places, and you're gonna see this story game tutorial, and this is basically this place. So uh, you can see this little icon here, and it means that you will spawn here. So every time you go into this game or your game, then you will start here. So if you right click and add new place, and we have this one, so let's rename this to main game. So now we have this. So now let's move on. So inside of toolbox, and I believe this is the gate, by the way, and it's this we're going to use. So I will leave this model in the description. So when you have put it in the workspace, open it and delete the thumbnail camera and instructions, and then we have 4 folders here. So it says put your replicated storage, and just put these inside of replicated storage, and in this in starter character scripts. So in starter player and then starter character scripts, like that. So now we can just delete these empty folders, and we're gonna put this in starter GUI and this in workspace. Alright, and you can just remove this gate kit. So now we have this gate kit. So go inside this gate model and go inside the main script, and yeah, this is based on Poncho King's script. So one more thing, you see this variable, change this to your game ID. So if you go into asset manager and we created a place, so this is the main game, you're gonna copy ID to clipboard and paste it inside of here. You can just delete this if you want to. And yes, so one more thing, this is player allowed, so you can change this value to how many players you want in the game. So this gate will only allow 6 players. So no more players will enter if there are 6 players. So the max player is 6. You can always change this, but I'm gonna have it at 6 because this truck have 6 seats. So let's move on. So now we can position these. So let me just make this gate a bit bigger, like that, and just position it. And yeah, that looks good. And yeah, you can change the color if you want, and that. So now, going to gate, I mean teleport point, and move it to the truck. And this is where the players spawn after they touch this gate. So the best thing possible to do here is to just put in the middle, and the players automatically sit in one of these seats. So let's just put it in the middle, like that, and you can just change the transparency to 1, and make sure can collide is off and anchored on. So now we're done with that. Gate model, we can yeah, it looks pretty good, so we can just duplicate this. So control D, duplicate, and if you have collisions on, the gate will spawn on top of the other gate. So yeah, if you're wondering why mine doesn't spawn on top of the other gate. So now let's position it like that, and yeah, that looks good. And then we use the teleport point. Let's just position it better too. Oops. Like that. So now inside of uh, lobby we can add I mean inside of workspace we can add a folder and rename this to gates, and put your 2 gates inside of that. And now we can basically test the game. So now if we hit play, and it should work. So as you can see, the timer goes down, and if we touch this gate we sit in here. And yeah, we put some script in the GUI and that enables it. So now if we hit exit we die and spawn here. Let's see if this other one works. Yep, and it works perfectly. And another quick thing, go inside of game settings and security, and allow and enable everything like that. So now we are going to make a typewriting effect, like there comes a sentence here and says make sure to leave a like, and yeah, and check out the shop. So yeah, that is what we are going to do. So first of all, let us close these, and inside of starter GUI we can add in a screen GUI. So plus, I don't know why I have it like this. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, and add this in a screen GUI, and we can rename this to typewriting GUI. Typewriting GUI, and like that. And inside of the GUI we can add the text label. So when you have added a text label, yeah, rename this to uh, just rename this to writing, and yeah, change the anchor point to 0.5 comma 0.5, and we can just position it wherever we want. So I will be positioning at the top, like that. And let's just make it a little bigger. And the size we can just do it from here. That's much easier. So 1.0 comma 0.1 comma 0. Oops. No, it's 1 comma 0 comma 0.1 comma 0, like that. So now it covers the whole screen at the top, and now we can just customize it however we want. So let's go down and change the font to Fredoka one, and just type something, and text. Make sure text is scaled, and we can change the color to white, and make sure background transparency is set to 0, or I mean 1, like that. So now inside of the typewriting UI, we're gonna add a local script, and just rename this script to TypeScript, and just get rid of the print hello world, and we're gonna type in local function, and we need to animate text, and we're gonna define the text inside of it. So for I equals 1, comma hashtag text, comma 1 do yes, do script dot parent dot text label, or TypeScript, no, script dot parent dot text label, or no, it's white, or silly, and then text equals string dot sub, and then text comma 1, and then comma I, then wait, oops, Control C, comma I, and then jump down, and then wait 0.03 seconds, like that. So now let's jump down and type while true, I can't type, seriously, while true do, I literally can't type, animate text, and inside of that add exclamation, I mean these two dots, exclamation marks, and then we can add some emojis, and you can do it by holding down Windows key and press the full stop button, and we can add this one, thumbs up, and type make sure to leave a like, and then we can just copy this emoji, and yeah, so I'll be back when I'm done with mine. So now I'm done, as you can see. So basically this is the function, so every time we call it, it will run this, and basically what we write here will show up on the screen. So first of all, it's gonna say make sure to leave a like, then wait 5 seconds, and then it's gonna say subscribe to Primal Dev, and about subscribing to Primal Dev, you should also subscribe, and then it is going to say animate text, check out the shop. So whatever you put in here, it is going to type that. So I put in wait 5 seconds, so every 5 seconds it's going to switch over these. So now let's give it a try, and you don't need to have this, I just put it in for fun. So now when we join, it should work as you can see. Make sure to leave a like, and then after 5 seconds I'm gonna say subscribe to Primal Dev, and then after 5 seconds it's going to say check out the shop. So about the shop, now we're going to make a Gamepass shop. So now we will be making another screen GUI, and I don't know if you can hear me well, but I just started using my mic. So if you can't hear me well, like, I will be checking when I'm editing this video, but if you don't like the mic, I can change it to the usual. And sorry if I'm like stuttering when I'm speaking, because I haven't made a video in like 3 months. Yeah, but the previous video I didn't even talk, so yeah. So now let's, inside of starter GUI, we're gonna add a screen GUI, and we can make this, rename this to shop GUI. So shop GUI, like that, and inside of the shop GUI we can add a frame, and the frame go inside of the anchor point and make it to 0.5, 0.5, like that, and we can position it in the middle. So I will be back when I'm done customizing my own shop. So now I'm done customizing, so basically I just added a frame, and inside of frame I added a title, just title, and yeah, and then I added a shop button. So inside of shop button we're gonna add in a local script, and we're gonna type in local frame equals script dot parent dot parent dot frame, and then script dot parent dot mouse colon connect function function, like that. So now inside of this we're gonna type in frame dot visible equals not frame dot visible. Basically it means when if the frame is not open, it will open, and if it's open, it will close, if you understand what I mean. So now let's just close off the script. So now inside the frame we are gonna add in a folder, and rename this folder to item buttons, like that, and then we're gonna add an image button, and we're gonna, let me just quickly customize it. So now I have customized them. So basically I just added 3 image buttons, and just placed them and added image inside of them. So this first one is called medkit, the second one speed coil, and the third one gravity coils. So select all of them and put them inside of the folder. Just note that if you have them in folder and try to move them, it's not gonna work. So just add them inside of the frame, and then inside of the item button folder. So inside of the gravity coil we're gonna add in a number value, and just rename this to game pass ID, and just copy this and paste inside of the other ones. So paste it selected, like that, and now we're gonna, inside of the values we're gonna paste in the Game Pass ID. So I'm gonna show you how to make a Game Pass real quick. I already made one, so I don't have to do it, but I'm just gonna show you. So inside of just when you come into my creations and inside of experience, go into your game, and go inside of places and the story game tutorial, and then go inside of the store and press add pass, and now you can create a pass here. So let me just make one really fast. So choose a file, so you can just choose a file. So I'm just gonna go down here and just choose this this one here. So let me choose my own logo, and then you can add a description here, and then hit preview, and then you're gonna verify the upload. So now you have this page. I'm going to configure after you're done with that, and now you can just change the properties here. But now if you go to sale and check the item for sale, and now you can list for how many Robux. So let me just type in some random number, and now if you type 300, the creator earnings, you will get 70% of this, and the other 30% goes to Roblox. So yeah, now if you hit save, and yeah, successfully updated, and here inside of your uh, pass, you can copy this number and then paste it in the number value. So I'll be right back when I'm done with it. So now I'm done adding. So inside of the folder, we're gonna add in a local script, and just rename this to purchase script, like that. So we're gonna type in marketplace service, I mean local, or I'll be right back when I'm done typing the script, because this video is getting a bit long and I really want to finish it. So I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the script. I will leave every single script in my paste bin or in the description, so you can find them there. So this is basically when you press the image button, and the marketplace service will prompt the Gamepass purchase for you. So yeah, that's just what the script does. So now in replicated storage, we're gonna add in a folder and rename it to Gamepass Tools. Gamepass Tools. Inside of them, we're gonna add the tools we want. So I'll be right back when I'm done. So now I have added the tools. So the grabbed coil, medkit, and speed coil. So now we're almost done. Inside of server script service, we're gonna add the script and rename it to Gamepass Tools 2. I can't rename it to. So we're gonna rename it to Gamepass Tools, and inside of it, I'll be right back when I'm done. So this is the script. So we make variables here for the marketplace service and the Gamepass tools in the replicated storage, and this is the function. So if the player owns the Gamepass, it will clone the tool into the backpack and starter gear, so we will always have it even if we die. And here when we spawn into the game, it will run this function and give us the tool we own. So basically, if you only have medkit, it will only give us the medkit, and I will own all three of this because I made the game passes. So yeah, so let's make this frame uh, unvisible, and let's just clean up here real fast. Oops, like that. So now if we hit play, it should be done right now. And yes, are we facing any errors here? Alright, we already got an error. Place the logman.backpack.netkit install a readme inside here. Expected end. Oh, it's just a medkit script. Like I just chose from the toolbox here, so it really doesn't matter. So like I didn't make these, so I just took it from the toolbox. So it's the script inside of one of these tools that is wrong. So yeah, it pretty much works. So if we press this, it'll say we already own the Game Pass. But if you don't own the Game Pass, it will show a prompt. And if we go inside of it, and the timer goes down, as you can see, yeah, the transition script works. And we can't teleport inside Studio, but if you would try this in the main game, it should work. So yeah, so that's the end of this video, and I haven't been talking in 3 months and making a video. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to Primal Dev, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.